Hello, and welcome to How to Draw a Female Face Anime Style by Inky Bird. Alright, today we will begin by lightly drawing a circle. The circle does not have to be perfect, so don't worry about it too much. The circle is just a guideline and will be erased later on. And here I'm just darkening the circle so that you can see it. In reality, you don't want to darken the circle, because you're going to have to erase it later, and erasing lines is hard. Now, once you have the circle, draw two vertical lines that slightly curve, and this will create the side of the head. Once you have that, from those curves, create a more curvature and create like a cone shape. From there, just kind of draw a half circle or curved line to create the chin. To reiterate, I'm just darkening lines to be sure that you can see what I'm drawing. Next, you need to draw a line down the center of the shape, cutting it in half. This will help you place the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Underneath the big circle, you want to draw a horizontal line. This will help you place the eyes straight. Now, about a third way down, you want to put a little mark and then another little mark underneath. These will be the nose and the mouth. From the center of one of the halves, you'll want to draw an eye or circle. It'll become the eye. And then you'll draw a second one about the same type of placement. Now that you have the two circles, you can erase the bigger circle lines inside the head, as it will be erased sooner or later and you really don't need them. You have started with a circle and then drawn two lines on the side and then created a cone shape and created your chin. Then you made a cross and put the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and that's your base. Next step is extremely important, as the eyes are the door to the soul. And to honor that, I have drawn a different face to show you how, in better detail, to draw her eyes. And again, I am placing the eyes in between my center line and the side of the head. To start, draw a slightly diagonal line as the top eyelid. Add a little tail to the end to create a better feel for the form. From there, draw a line underneath the circle with two little tails at each end to complete the lid. Be sure to do this on both sides. At the top right of the eye, you'll want to draw a crescent shape. This will be the glint, or the light of the eye. Then, in the center, draw a 90-degree angle with a longer horizontal line. From here, do the same on the other side. From about the center of the outside of the eye, draw a light curve connecting to the 90-degree tip, and then lead to the longer end of the crescent shape. Repeat on the other side of the eye. While I darken the eye, repeat the steps on the left eye. Now here you make a judgment call on where to place your eyebrows. I am placing them about 3 centimeters above the eye. Just draw an arc above the eye. You can add a curve at the end to give the eye more personality. Now for shading the eye. Basically, darken the 90-degree line as dark as possible, then fill in a dark shade on the top. Here is where you would use a number 2 pencil, as they are better for shading and for darkening. In the bottom section, shade lightly, and where they meet, try to blend the shades together. Now repeat on the other side. Once you have completed the eyes, darken the eyelids just a bit so as to make the eye pop out. As a side note, since we are drawing a female, you can add a little bit of eyelashes to give her a more feminine look. I'll be doing that on the bottom a little bit, but don't make them too large. Don't make them look creepy. As you might have noticed, we have returned to the original drawing, and I have added ears. They are not necessary, but they are simple. Just draw a normal C and a capital D. I have also added my own eyes. Our next step is to add the nose and the mouth. There are several ways to draw noses, but a simple way I have found is just to draw slightly angled little ovals, and leave the first mark we made. Then draw lines from each side to create the bridge of the nose. By the way, don't connect those lines with the eyebrows. I made that mistake. From here, draw a straight line for the mouth, but then give a small curve for each side to give her a smile. Unless you want to do something different, you can change it, put a frown, do whatever. Then underneath, draw a little circle, half circle thing underneath to give her a chin, because it looks weird without a chin. Next, draw 2 straight lines from the jawline to create the neck. Then from the sides, draw a slight curve down to create part of the shoulder. We won't be getting into anatomy, so you can just do whatever you need, because anatomy with drawing is terrible. The final step is hair. Now, I have lightly drawn out where I will be placing the hair, but you have total freedom to draw the hair in any way you would like. Now, anime hair is very swoopy, if that makes sense. So think of Justin Bieber or hipster hairstyles, as they tend to be extremely swoopy, in my opinion. Now, I have begun to erase the base circle, as I don't need it anymore. And after that, your part and make a little V. From the V, take the line and curve it around so as to give the hair shape. Don't worry about the strands I make, just continue. It's really not important. We are giving this woman a ponytail, which sits on her shoulder. This will create a slight curve above her shoulder. Think of the excess hair as an S and follow that idea. Don't forget to erase whatever parts the hair covers. Now, to make your hair appear more realistic, draw lines which follow the bigger strands of hair, but do not connect these lines with the parting of the hair. Short lines, long lines, it doesn't really matter, just follow the strands. As you continue with your lines, darken certain ones and leave lighter ones. This will create more value so your hair looks more realistic and 3D. And finally, shade in the hair behind the ear, then darken some lines and add a bit of shading to create a more finished look. And voila, you're done. Good job!